Whenever we've looked towards West Bengal has stood with Jammu and Kashmir. It stood with Jammu and Kashmir politically, it stood with Jammu and Kashmir culturally, it stood with Jammu and Kashmir economically. At a time in the dark days of the 90s, when tourism started reviving in Jammu and Kashmir, it revived essentially from two places. It revived from Gujarat and it revived from West Bengal. And that's why I'm here today with the delegation that I have with me to make an earnest appeal to the people of West Bengal that please come and visit Jammu and Kashmir. We have something for everybody. If it's leisure tourism you want, we have destinations both in Jammu and in Kashmir. If it's adventure tourism you want, we have destinations on both sides of the mountains. If it's pilgrimage tourism you want, we have destinations on both sides of the mountains. If it's MICE tourism you want, we have destinations. If it's destination weddings you want, we have destinations. You tell us what you need, and we will tell you the destination that exists already on the ground in Jammu and Kashmir to make it an attractive place for you to visit for your puja holidays. And therefore, again, I'd like to, without laboring the point too much, I just want to once again reinforce the point that we're not here with a tale of doom and gloom. We're not here with a dark cloud hanging over us. Actually, when you come to the J&K stand that is here in this fabulous exhibition area, you will find that most, if not all, of the people who are participating there are participating with a renewed sense of optimism, with a renewed sense of hope. And that hope is based on what we see on the ground in Jammu and Kashmir today. So with seller's market rather than a buyer's market, we were almost at the point of convincing ourselves that we could now decide what sort of tourism we wanted in Jammu and Kashmir. In fact, participating at various trade fairs in the last few months, I had actually started talking about how the model of tourism in Jammu and Kashmir needs to change from a volume-based tourism to a value-based tourism. Not realizing that even our volumes were going to start disappearing. That said, we are not here with a story of doom and gloom. We are not here because Jammu and Kashmir is empty. In fact, we are here with a story of optimism. We are here with a message of hope. We are here with a message of renewal. We are here with an invitation to ask you to not just believe in Jammu and Kashmir, but come and see for yourselves the post-Pahalgam scenario that is now unfolding in Jammu and Kashmir, where tourism has begun to flow back both to Jammu as well as to Kashmir. Our destinations are beginning to see a revival of interest. Hotels that had pretty much emptied out after the 22nd of April this year are now beginning to see not only bookings but occupancy. Our tourist destinations, whether it be Pahalgam, Gulmarg, Sonmarg on the valley side, or whether it be pilgrimage to Mata Vaishno Devi, whether it be visitors to Patni Top and other destinations in Jammu, are also picking up. Now,
who are definitely assuring about the security. But 70 days, it's almost above 70 days. The terrorist could not be nabbed, arrested.
I don't know how well you know Jammu and Kashmir's topography. It's a land with very high mountains, very dense forests. These people who were behind the attack in Pahalgam are nowhere near any civilian populations. If they were, they would have been found by now. That said, no effort is being spared to track them down and to deal with them. These things, whether we like it or not, take time. Our job at the moment is twofold. One, to track them down, but secondly, to ensure that they don't come anywhere near any civilian population areas, whether those be tourist areas or non-tourist areas. And that I assure you, our security forces are doing everything they can to fulfill both these objectives. One, to track them down and deal with them. The second is to ensure that until that happens, to make sure that they're not able to come close to any civilian population areas.
Last two questions, ladies and gentlemen.
Promoting tourism and trade across the country because everyone is shaken, but people still want to visit, I'm sure.
Well, I mean, aside from talking to people like yourself who have the ability to spread a message much further and wider than I can, wherever possible, we're actually meeting tourists on the ground in the valley. I have been traveling to Gulmarg, to Pahalgam, to Sonmarg, to places like that, to actually sit down and talk to tourists who are there, to take photographs with them, to understand from them how they're feeling, what their experience has been like, what we can do to improve that experience. And yes, participating in important events like TTF Kolkata will probably be going from here to Ahmedabad to participate in TTF Ahmedabad. These are important calendar events for us because in one place under one roof, we're able to address a much wider audience than we would be able to if we were to travel individually. So it's a combination. It's a combination of reaching out to the tourists who are already visiting, coupled with trying to bring and attract more tourists to come and visit there. Okay? Yeah.
I have a question, sir. After the Pahalgam attack, how much is the tourism industry of the state hit? Because you were saying that people are most definitely going back, but the sector must have taken some hit.
Of course, we took a hit. How could we not? We went from full hotels to empty hotels. We went from Dal Lake being full of shikaras to not a single shikara being visible on Dal Lake. If you want, in terms of sort of numbers that you can understand, prior to the attack in Pahalgam, we had more than 50 arrivals, flights a day from various parts of the country. That number dropped down to 15. Today, that number has crossed 20, 25. Before the attack in Pahalgam, we had direct flights from Bangalore, from Ahmedabad, from Kolkata. Now the Kolkata flight has finally been restored again. But the fact is that an attack like Pahalgam was going to have an impact on the psyche of visitors. That said, which is why I made that point, Jammu and Kashmir is not empty today. It is picking up, and we hope that our participation in TTF Kolkata and the fact that people at this time of the year start looking and making their plans for the Puja holidays means that we hope that a large number of Bengali travelers will come to Jammu and Kashmir later this year. 7. We had a Prime Minister in Jammu and Kashmir who belonged to West Bengal. He was an administrator. His name was Sir Albion Rajkumar Banerjee. He was Prime Minister of Jammu and Kashmir for 2 years, from 1927 to 1929. But he quit his post of Prime Ministership for no other reason other than he did not understand why the administration at that time was not concerned for the welfare of the people of Jammu and Kashmir and was not doing enough to lift the poor people of Jammu and Kashmir out of that poverty and out of the misery that they were facing. Now, he could have gone on to continue as Prime Minister of Jammu and Kashmir, but his concern for the people, his love for the people of Jammu and Kashmir meant that he sacrificed his post of Prime Ministership to express solidarity and concern with the people of Jammu and Kashmir. It is that relationship that has stood the test of time. I understand the concern that would exist amongst people, particularly so soon after what happened on the 22nd of April. But please rest assured that all possible steps are being taken to ensure a peaceful and secure Jammu and Kashmir. And don't take my word for it. A number of people from here have already traveled to Jammu and Kashmir. When they come back, ask them. We will have lakhs of Amarnath Yatris who will conclude the Yatra by the 9th of August and return to their homes. Some have gone from West Bengal as well. Please, when they come back, ask them if they felt insecure or if they felt scared. And whatever they say, you're free to broadcast it. Don't go by my words. Go by the words of the people who have visited and come back from there.
Sir, I had a question. Pahalgam.
So I'm not going to answer the second question. I'm not here to convert TTF Kolkata into a political slugfest. We'll save the politics for later. I think more than what I have to say, it's important that you visit the Jammu and Kashmir stall and talk to the people who are directly connected with tourism in Jammu and Kashmir and let them tell you what we are doing to ensure that tourists have a good and comfortable visit to Jammu and Kashmir. We are doing everything in our power to ensure that they feel safe, they feel comfortable, they feel welcome, and that's the assurance that we are giving. Again, I'd like to make the point. I'm not coming here to market an empty Jammu and Kashmir. By no stretch of imagination is Jammu and Kashmir empty today. Tourism has already started to pick up. We are just trying to give it a further boost.
Final question, please.
Because I know you're keen to get back to the various exhibits and the stalls. May I thank TTF for making Jammu and Kashmir the focus of today's opening ceremony. May I make an earnest appeal and an invitation to all of you, those of you who are participating from other parts of the country, but particularly to our friends from West Bengal. Do come, visit Jammu and Kashmir, make your bookings, allow us to host you. Believe me, we will do everything in our powers to make sure you go back from Jammu and Kashmir happy, satisfied, and looking forward to your next holiday. So with this message of renewal and hope, it's a pleasure and an honor for all of us from Jammu and Kashmir to be here amongst all of you, and we look forward to seeing you in J&K in the not too distant future. Thank you all very much. The important relationship that Jammu and Kashmir has with West Bengal. Now, this relationship is not a new one. And in fact, the connect between the people of Bengal and Jammu and Kashmir, it transcends an economic relationship, or it transcends a relationship of visitor and guest. It's actually a relationship that is founded on a great degree of should I use the word concern, or should I use the word affection, that we have for the people of Bengal and the people of Bengal have for the people of Jammu and Kashmir. And this relationship is expressed in different ways. I'll take you back almost 100 years from now, from here. Then Balwant Mankotia Sahab represents the equally famous Patni Top destination in Jammu. Now, we can't talk about tourism in Jammu and Kashmir without acknowledging the fact that 2025 has not been an easy year for us. By all accounts, it's been a difficult year. It's been a year of, let's say, two parts. You have the before Pahalgam and the after Pahalgam. Before Pahalgam, tourism pretty much was taking care of itself. Most of the people who today are participating in TTF Kolkata, I don't think they needed to go out and promote Jammu and Kashmir.